In a stunning reversal that's sending shockwaves through communities and political circles alike, the government has officially reinstated its winter fuel support scheme, just weeks after quietly axing it. This dramatic U-turn comes on the heels of a fierce court challenge mounted by advocacy groups and campaigners, who argued that the decision to withdraw the support was not only unjust but potentially unlawful. The scheme, which provides critical financial relief to low-income and vulnerable households during the harsh winter months, had originally been scrapped without significant public consultation. But after mounting pressure and a growing legal backlash, the government has now bowed to public and judicial scrutiny, restoring a lifeline many families had feared lost. So how did we get here? And what does this mean for the people who rely on this vital support? Let's break it down. It all started earlier this year when the government announced that it would no longer provide winter fuel payments to a large segment of previously eligible households. The official justification was framed around budget constraints and the need to redirect funds more efficiently. But for many, this explanation rang hollow, especially in the face of rising energy bills, inflation, and a cost of living crisis that's pushed thousands to the brink. Charities, pensioner groups, and poverty advocacy organizations quickly rallied, warning that this sudden withdrawal could leave elderly citizens, low-income families, and disabled individuals without the means to heat their homes. The legal challenge wasn't far behind. Several groups teamed up to file a judicial review, arguing that the move not only lacked transparency but potentially violated human rights obligations to protect vulnerable populations during severe weather. And then came the public outcry. Protests erupted in multiple cities, petitions gathered tens of thousands of signatures, and social media campaigns amplified stories of those who would be hardest hit. The pressure was mounting, and it was only a matter of time before the government had to respond. And respond they did. In a formal statement released late last night, officials confirmed that the winter fuel support scheme would be fully reinstated for the coming season. Following recent legal developments and in light of public concern, the government has decided to restore the winter fuel payment in full for eligible recipients, the statement read. It went on to say that the decision was made to ensure no one is left without adequate support during what is expected to be another challenging winter. For millions of households across the UK, this is welcome news. The winter fuel payment, which offers up to £300 for pensioners and varying amounts for other qualifying groups, has long served as a buffer against energy poverty. With the average energy bill still hovering above pre-pandemic levels, many recipients have been bracing for the worst. Now, they can breathe a sigh of relief, at least for this season. But while the reinstatement has been broadly celebrated, critics argue that the government's sudden reversal reveals deeper issues. Opposition MPs have slammed the original decision as callous and completely out of touch, accusing ministers of ignoring the lived realities of ordinary people. This U-turn only happened because they got caught, said one lawmaker. They didn't do this out of goodwill. They did it because the courts and the public forced their hand. Policy experts, meanwhile, warn that the episode highlights a lack of foresight and planning in how such critical support schemes are handled. You can't treat essential lifelines like political footballs, said one analyst. When governments make abrupt changes to welfare policy, real people suffer. There needs to be a longer-term strategy, not knee-jerk decisions made behind closed doors. So what's next? For now, eligible households are encouraged to check the government website to ensure they're enrolled and will receive their payments on time. Many are hoping this reinstatement isn't just a temporary fix but part of a broader commitment to social support. Whether or not the government will treat it that way remains to be seen. One thing is clear: public pressure works. From legal avenues to grassroots activism, this moment is a reminder that collective voices can make a real difference. As winter looms and the nation grapples with economic uncertainty, it's crucial that policies reflect not just fiscal responsibility but human empathy. This isn't just about payments, it's about dignity, fairness, and making sure no one is left in the cold.